Welcome back to a farm west of boring, where things are never boring. Today the weather is looking a little bit better. Actually, it's really nice today. Springtime has sprung. There's some of those logs back behind me that we're still looking to mill, and so I'm just doing a little bit of maintenance work here, clean up a little bit. So I'm going to go show you some of our stacks here that we've made of what we've cut so far. There's some of the Douglas fir that we've cut, some 2x4s and 2x6s. We're going to be using those pretty quickly, so I'm not really too concerned about them, but I just want to keep the rain off of them. This is some of the other cuts from the oak that we cut from the large oak log. The main part of the oak log is stacked over there under that tarp, but these are here. This is some of our firewood left over, the last of our stack of firewood that we had here, and we're slowly getting things cleaned up around here. Still have some stuff to haul to the dump and just do some basic cleanup. There's some of our slabs over there that we'll be using for firewood. A couple more logs that we're going to cut up for 4x4s and 4x6s for stacking lumber on. There's a couple more there. I'm not really quite sure what kind of wood that is, whether it's poplar or I don't think it's poplar. So this is a method I've come up with to help try to eliminate hitting log stops and to help with leveling the mill, figuring out how high we are, in addition to our digital readout scale that I have installed on the mill. What this is going to tell me is that anytime the saw head is lower than 6 inches above the bunks, then I need to pay attention and make sure that there's no log stops that are higher than 6 inches. As I showed in the previous video, I went ahead and marked all of these log stops to show how high they are. So if the log stop is, I'm going to in general not put the log stop any higher than 6 inches, 6 inches from here to here. In most cases, just as a rule of thumb, I won't put it any higher than 6 inches. That way I know that anytime the saw head is above this point here, I'm above those log stops. So in essence, at 6 inches high, the log stop would be right about there. And as long as I don't go below this point right here, I'm not going to hit it. If in fact I have to put the log stop higher, let's say to 11 inches, then I know that the log stop's going to come up to here, and I've got to pay special attention. So anytime I have that log stop higher than 6 inches, then I need to know to pay attention. So hopefully this will help me to remember, never install the log stop higher than 6 inches, and if I do, pay attention here, and if it is at 6 inches, pay attention here. So I hope that will work out, and that'll just be one more thing to help me to not hit the log stop. The other thing I'm going to do is make some oak log stops out of oak and use those in many cases. But if I'm using the steel ones, I'm going to try to use this method to try and save myself some grief. So there we go. We've got those 3 oak log stops made with markings on them. So hopefully we can use those in most instances, and if we hit those, we are not going to ruin our blade.